welcome to Reel Doofs. I'm Drew.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Laura.
And this is our pop culture movie podcast. Yeah, that's all I got. I won't belittle our fans like last time. Like, dude, if you don't know what we're doing by now. Yeah, that was kind of my attitude last time. So I'm sorry, fans. Sorry for the 12 of you. Appreciate you very much.
Now you're belittling us.
Yeah, no, mainly me.
It makes big swings.
Yeah, mainly me. I'm mainly being, but anywho, pop culture movie podcast where a couple of us have generally not seen something that we watch and it has had some kind of impact on our pop culture, which is fun. And today actually is a cool one that we're doing. That is what do I want to call it? Would you call it a pop culture phenomenon? I mean, when it hit pretty hard. Like, and it was
still is today. So, like,
I'm excited to see this. I'm doofing it up today. Brian's doofing it up like normal.
Brian still doesn't know what we're watching.
Yeah, this is a very big surprise for Brian. But wait, Drew, you have not seen this?
Nope.
Or has it been
never
seen
never.
this? Not
Nope.
even like
Never.
a long time ago?
Not a long time ago, not in a galaxy.
Yeah, usually
far, far
Drew's
away.
I haven't seen this comes with a caveat of like, yeah, I've seen it. But it's been like
no.
And I also, when I'm leading, I also slightly still lean on Drew to have some like facts in the back of his head, and I didn't realize that. So.
I did nothing. Here's
all right.
I know, like, I don't know much about. I think I know the most basic plot point, and I think I know 2 or 3 people in the movie. That's it.
All right. Well, damn, I should have done a little more research here, but no, we're good.
You're good.
I just know Drew George normally has some really good fun facts that he pops out with. But
no.
All right. So
this is all on you, Laura.
Flying solo.
All right.
All right. So today we are watching 2001's comedy Legally Blonde.
I'm so stoked for this.
Yes. Very fun.
Yeah.
And I do have, before we get into it, I have a little game for us to play.
Yes.
I don't think this will give away anything that you wouldn't know about the movie anyways, but we're going to play a game of celebrities. Do they have a law degree, or did they study law, or not?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
Assuming
might
that we already
know
knew this
one.
movie was like about law in some way because it's Legally Blonde. Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's a movie where it's illegal to be blonde, right?
That's in a dystopian future, 2025.
It's like Footloose, but with being blonde.
I love that. All right. So, yes, like the celebrities will either have a law degree or studied law.
Okay.
Or not, and you have to let me know. So, the first one we are going to start with is Gerard Butler.
Whoa.
I think for the point of this, I'm going yes. He studied law.
I can see a yes for that. Yeah.
All right, he did, and he actually graduated with a law degree.
Whoa.
Oh wait, no, I take that back.
No, never mind.
No, he studied law.
Okay.
And then
he did though. Okay, good.
Yep,
Cool.
became president of
He
the
became
Law
president?
Students Society.
Whoa.
But while he was like doing all of his work, he was 1 week out from actually being like an actual lawyer, but he was partying too much and it wasn't there enough, so he got disqualified.
Oh,
but
shit.
he was very, very close.
Okay, Gerard Butler.
But yeah, studied law way more than I have. So.
Walking up to people in school, going like, "This is law school," kicking people down tunnels. Yeah, cool.
The next one that we have is Jerry Springer.
Whoa, yes.
This is interesting because he had a show where he is a judge, and I don't know if that. Yeah, there was like a Jerry Springer after like as he's been older, he had a show where it was like a Jerry's Court kind of thing.
Like Judge Judy, and
yes,
He
like
was also the mayor of Cincinnati.
He is? I didn't know
He
that
was.
either.
I don't think he is now.
I'm going with that fact, then I would say yeah, he probably has some sort of law, understands law. I would say yes.
Okay. Are you agreeing, Brian?
Yes.
Well, Brian's literally like, guy was the mayor. Get out of here. What?
Unless
All
I'm
right.
wrong.
Nope. So yes, he's actually a lawyer. He attended Southwestern University. It said he advised President Kennedy
Jesus.
and then worked as a lawyer at Frost and Jacobs, which is one of the biggest law firms in the Midwest. And then he
Oh.
somehow got a reality TV show.
Yeah.
He was the mayor of Cincinnati from 1977 to 1978. So before everything else, he
Ah.
was the mayor.
For
Interesting.
77 to 78?
Yeah. So just for a year.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I wonder. Okay. Cool.
He was also a city council member before that.
Okay.
I always wish that I went because they record Jerry Springer in Connecticut, and I always wish that I went to go see one of the live tapings of and be in the audience. You could just be an audience member.
Yeah. That show
Just
is
feel
wild.
like that would be an interesting thing to be a part of. All right, next we have Shaquille O'Neal.
Whoa.
That's
interesting. I think no.
I think no, because he is like an honorary like sheriff or something, but I don't think he has a law degree.
I think he's got a business degree. I think he did go back
He has
to
a
school
lot of
and
businesses.
get like actually like went to school for a degree, but I thought it was like a business degree.
And he's opened a lot of different and he has like a lot of franchises of places. So I'm saying no.
Thing about all these people that I didn't. Okay, I like this game. You just have more facts than I was looking at. He does not have a law degree. However, he does have a doctorate in education.
Oh, interesting.
And maybe other ones that I didn't deep dive into. But yeah.
Good old
and not
Shaq.
like an honorary one. Like the next one I'm gonna throw at you is Kermit the Frog.
Whoa.
Honorary? Yeah, I'm guessing he has an honorary. No, wait, practicing law though?
I think he put the work in.
like the puppet itself.
I think it's got a lot. I think Kermit's got a law degree.
Okay. Now Drew's like, does he?
Like a law degree. Like do honorary degrees count?
I guess my question was, did they study law or have a law degree? I guess we could say honorary. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't like this one, but okay.
Well, he doesn't have an honorary law degree. He does have an honorary doctorate of amphibious letters from Southampton College in New York.
Okay.
And gave the commencement speech. I'm like, I love that. I think that's adorable. Can you imagine getting your commencement speech by Kermit the Frog?
Yeah, that'd be rad.
You're all graduating.
That was really good.
Thank you.
All right, the next one is going to be Geraldo Rivera. So very similar to Jerry Springer. Do they both?
No, I think he's a journalist. I think he's got a journalism degree. And you can only have one thing.
I hate that I keep agreeing with Brian on so many, but I agree also. I don't remember, I remember Geraldo's show. I remember him. Yeah, I don't think so.
He does.
Wow.
Have a law degree, and he actually finished in the top 5 of his class.
Wow, what happened?
I don't know. I mean, he's honestly probably made more money than he would with a lot less work. All right, we got a couple more.
Okay.
Steven Tyler, Aerosmith.
No.
You don't see him?
Yeah.
This is where we're going to split.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
He's a Harvard boy. No?
But he has an honorary doctorate from Berkeley, which makes sense.
Yeah.
We have Rebel Wilson.
Yes.
No.
Let's switch it.
She did study law, but is not a lawyer, but did study at the University of New South Wales.
No.
Oh.
And then our final one,
Kim Kardashian.
I was not gonna put that on here just
Good.
for just because I couldn't.
Too many parallels.
Did she actually get a law degree? I didn't even look at it.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know
that
if she.
just bothers me.
I don't know if she got it yet. I saw who Zuckerberg had a shirt that said "Kim is my lawyer." I don't know something. I don't know if she got it, but she studied. So
He's
But
so
who's your
cool.
last
He's got so much masculine energy.
I know. Got to bring it back to work. Bring it back.
The last one we have is Meryl Streep.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
That's a really good one because she has been acting for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a law degree
or studied law.
or studied
studied
law?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll join you. Sure.
Okay. This one I thought would probably trick you, but she does not have a law degree or study law, but she has 4
Played a
honorary
lawyer. No.
doctorates from
Oh.
4 different colleges.
Oh.
Yeah.
In
Wow.
law?
No, not in law, in
Okay.
arts mostly, yeah. But to have 4
I was gonna say that's a
honorary
wild
doctorates is-
swing for a law college to be like, you know what, you were so good at acting. Here you go. Here's a law
Yeah.
degree.
You played a lawyer so well.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, that. Okay, you did. That was good.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was fun,
was
Laura.
cool. I like
Thank you.
that.
Oh.
We can the thing that I love about this one is that you could apply this to fucking any movie that we watch.
Right.
Like if we watch something with fucking doctors in it, all right, did this person study medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's
I
very
like
true.
it. I like
was
it a
als-
lot.
also considering something like with Law and Order, the show, but I couldn't. I
Mm.
couldn't. Maybe next time I'll think of the Law and Order.
I
spin
just
on
wish
something.
you had thrown in like, did Nicolas Cage study law?
oh
That seems like fitting for him.
It does.
yes, but only in his spare time.
Yes, exactly. When he's not avoiding taxes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nope.
Uh,
Okay. Wait, he's avoiding taxes.
No, that was the thing. A long time ago, he had he owed so much in back taxes. That's why for like 5 years straight, he did every movie he could. Like it was direct to video, it was regular, it was like theatrical. He did so many movies to pay off
Oh.
how much back taxes. I think he had to sell a T-Rex skull that he had as
Oh.
well to help, something like that. You should look that up, Brian or Laura.
Interesting.
I think that might have been more recently as well. Like NicolasAge sells
How have
T-Rex
we
skull.
never talked about this in all the Nicolas Cage conversations
I don't
that
know.
we've had. Huh. All right.
I guess
well,
I,
I'm gonna
you know,
deep
try
dive
to
that tonight.
try to keep a few things in the back pocket in
Right,
case we see
just
more
in
Nicolas
case.
Cage things.
'Cause we
Now
talk
Brian's
about him like every few months.
yeah, Brian's doing a little research. Am I onto something or no? Did he sell?
I found a New York Times article that says Nicolas Cage agrees to return stolen dinosaur skull to
Oh.
Mongolia.
That's what it was. But
Did
he
not know it was
purchased
stolen.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I think So, all right. So maybe that wasn't for tax reasons.
Yeah.
You had one bit of information. You saw the
Yeah.
clickbait article, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Well, that's all right. Don't fact check me. And Brian, you're wrong, by the way, because facts don't matter. So that's that.
what a weird timing for him to like disappear on.
It like cut out. It was like you're wrong, and then just
And then nothing.
Did it
I'm
really?
like, wrong about what?
I literally just said, no, you know what, Brian? You're wrong because facts don't matter and you can't fact check anymore. So
Yeah.
you're wrong. I'm right. So, yeah.
All right, let's hop into our movie, Legally Blonde. Like I said, it was released in 2001, which when I saw that date, I was like, there's no way that that's possible. Made me feel very old. Directed by Robert Luktik. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
It was his feature directorial debut.
And his
did-
last. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Sorry.
he did. So he did a lot of other movies, but they were very. It's the same genre.
Gotcha.
Monster in Law, The Ugly
Oh.
Truth, Win a Date with Tad Hamilton.
Hey, Ugly
um,
Truth with Gerard Butler, who studied
yes,
law.
Yes. Oh, look at that connection there. 6 degrees. So yeah, seems like he found his niche in like the romantic comedies
Yeah.
there. Written by Karen McCullough and Kirsten Smith. They were kind of a pair and did a lot of movies together. 10
cool.
Things I Hate About You.
Nice.
Great movie. I think that's on our list to watch at some point.
Mm.
And then one of my like cult favorites is She's the Man with Amanda Bynes
Oh yeah.
and Channing Tatum. I love
Mhm.
that movie so much.
Never
It
seen it.
really well, we're adding it to the list. And then it was produced by Mark Platt, who also produced one of the movies that we watched before that we didn't like, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Ah.
So
Okay.
I don't know.
So
He
it
did some
sounds
other
like a
stuff,
good
but-
track record. It could be up in the air for us on this.
yeah, all over the place.
Okay. Cool.
One thing that I didn't know, that this was based off of a book by Amanda Brown that also came out in 2001, which I didn't look into, but I'm like, that turnaround time is
You know,
wild.
I wonder if that author had written anything prior that was made into a movie, because I've seen where authors will sell the rights to their upcoming book
Oh, maybe.
and
That
then
could
they
have been the case.
yeah
Yeah.
possibly.
That would make sense. All right. So we'll start with Brian before we go into Drew knowing who he thinks is in this movie. Brian, do you think you know anybody in this movie based on what you've seen?
I think the only thing I know is the main actress,
Okay.
which I believe is Reese Witherspoon,
Yes, you are correct.
and that's it.
All right. Drew. Do you know
Yeah.
any more?
So Reese Witherspoon, from Final Destination and Heroes, I think
yeah.
Ali Larter's in it.
Yes.
All right, cool.
That's like a yeah, not one. Well, okay.
It's
Part
like
of
a
the main
deep.
cast, but yeah, that's a.
I
You're pulling in the
remember.
depths there.
Yeah, I remember. And then there is a Wilson brother involved in this, and I believe it is Luke and not Owen.
Yes.
Because I don't think this was exactly where Luke Wilson or Owen Wilson was in 2001. He was making other stuff. So so yeah, I think this is, like I said, Luke Wilson. And then I did learn something last year about this movie. A actor in this movie is now a horror director. So Osgood Perkins, I believe, is in this movie. Osgood Perkins is the guy who wrote and directed Longlegs and The Monkey, coming out this week. So, and I think if I remember correctly, he's sort of goofy. He almost looks like a very young Will Ferrell. Like
Oh, is he like really tall?
I don't know. I don't really know him, but I think I've seen his face in this. He's got like a bowl cut maybe, or like bangs for some reason. I don't know. He just looks a little unusual. If it's who I think it is, but Osgood Perkins is in this. I learned that from looking up information on Longlegs last year after it nearly killed me. So
okay. Yeah,
yes.
I didn't have him on my list, so we'll have to see. Okay.
I feel like there's several other people that I'll know the second I see them. I just I'm sure so without going into my guesses yet, but I know this is a legal, like a charming legal, I think romantic sort of comedy. And there's, I think her mentor, I don't want to get into the guesses yet, but somebody who's she works for, or she is like somebody I recognize, but I can't put a name or face to it yet. So yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of my thought. Those are the people. I know there'll be more when we see them.
Yeah, and there's definitely a lot of people you will recognize for sure as they pop up onto your screen. I didn't realize until looking at it into it now. I'm like, damn, there were a lot of people in this movie that are really good actors.
There's a lot. Okay.
A lot, yeah.
Interesting.
And a good 10, I think you will know who they are.
10. All right.
Yeah. I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit this time. And instead of having you... maybe I'll ask Brian. I was going to have ask you some questions and then get your plot line after that. But I'll first ask, is there anything else, Brian, that you know about this movie at all? Just from references or hearing about it before we get into what you think it's about.
Yeah. I think Reese Witherspoon plays a woman who wears a lot of pink and has
Mhm.
blonde hair
Yeah.
and likes pink as a color in general and has a small dog.
Yeah, so I was gonna say tiny dog.
Yes, and
Tiny
that was
dog.
one of my questions. Do you know what kind of dog do you think it is?
2001, a chow.
You think it's a Chihuahua?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
think
think
it's a
it's a
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Yeah,
And you
it's
think his
definitely a
name-
bag dog.
Yeah, a bag dog. Okay.
Ooh.
Tiny. It's tiny dog.
Frank.
Think like
Oh,
it is. I'll give you that it is a tiny dog, and think of giving a tiny dog a name that would be more usually for a big dog.
Oh, okay. God, I'm blanking on like big dog names.
Big dog
Um,
names.
Oh man, I'm really blanking.
We can come back to that one.
yeah, me too.
Did
I'm
you have a
like,
guess, Drew?
no, I'm trying to think. Like, as soon as she said big dog names, I immediately froze. Like, I'm like, oh man.
And it's not. And
It's just a cute big dog name.
yeah, it's not necessarily one that you would maybe think is like common. I don't know.
Hercules.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's cute.
I googled big dog names. There's some bangers on here.
I love
Okay.
that. Like Chomper or something like.
Oh, okay.
Clifford is one of them, which I think is very funny.
He's not red, so I'll give you that.
What about Moose?
Moose.
Ooh,
Oh,
Moose is
okay.
good.
I like that. Love that. All right. I can ask some more questions here. So I think we could just go with the fact that we know it has something to do with lawyers.
Yeah.
Being a lawyer. Which law school do you think this kind of all takes place around?
Harvard.
I was gonna say I know for a fact it's either Stanford or Harvard.
Okay.
It's like one of those big law schools.
Oh yeah, is Stanford? Is that in California?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stanford's California, Yale is in Connecticut, Harvard's in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I think it might be Stanford then. I feel like they're gonna play up like very California vibes with this.
Gotcha. Okay. When I wrote this question down, I'm like, how many law schools do I actually know? And those were the three that, that would be like the common ones that you would just like name off the top of your head.
Right.
So I was like, this might actually be an easy question.
You might be onto something too, because if I remember, like the cover of the movie has like a very bright like background.
Yeah, I was thinking like palm trees.
Yeah,
like,
but you know what? You go Stanford. I'm gonna cover the other half. I'll go Harvard.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
when we do this.
Yeah, let's just like be right somewhere.
The main character's name, so Reese's name in the movie is named after a magazine. Do you have any guess what that would be?
Hustler.
That's the dog's name.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was also gonna say like popular mechanics.
No,
Now I'm
it's
thinking
like a
I'm
fashion
that
magazine,
sounds like
right?
How many
Yeah.
fashion magazine? Like I don't
It's-
even know like fashion magazines. I don't know.
All I know is Vogue. So like, what is
yeah,
her name?
that's what I was gonna say. Is
Okay.
people.
People.
Is that a fashion magazine?
Oh my god.
What is it?
Newsweek. Yeah. Okay.
No. I know it, but L.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. But I remember. I think is her name like L? No, actually, I don't know her last name. Never mind.
You could guess. What were
I
your
was like L. I think I'm thinking of an actual actor, not her character's name.
Were you gonna? I was gonna guess Woods.
I was gonna say
When you s-
McPherson.
When you said Elle, Woods came to mind.
Oh, yeah.
Elle Woods. Elle McPherson.
I think Elle
That's
McPherson is.
the actress.
I think you should stick with Brian's answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
All right. How I won't give away like what happens when she does this, but how do you think she applies to get into law school? Like, is it just, or applies to go to law school? Is it just a normal, like, you send in your application, or is there something different that she does?
So sadly, I've seen Kim Kardashian did a spoof of her application. So I'm going to let Brian go first before I even guess to the extent. Like, I mean, like the whole wardrobe and where it took place. Yeah.
So you were on the right track, Brian, of like palm trees and very like California vibes.
Oh. I don't know. Does she like send in a video? Does she make like a music video for her?
I like that. Yep.
Brian, are you thinking of like a little bit Alexa? Like
yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think she sings in it though. I think it's like but it's filmed like a music video where there's like these B-roll shots of California and like she's presenting like a legal case.
Love
and
that.
You've just got like lo-fi hip-hop in the background.
And again, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I think it's like literally her like in a bikini in a hot tub. Like that's the video, her talking about her qualifications.
Perfect. Love that. And now that leads me to a question. Do we think she's qualified to go to law school when she's applying?
Yes.
At the beginning for me, no. I think she learns as she goes.
Okay. From zero to hero.
Yes. Yeah. That's my thought.
All right. I have one more question, and then you can give me some plot points you think might happen. So I need you to fill in the blanks here. You look like the blank. It makes me want to blank real bad. And Drew, if you figured out what it is, then it no.
You look like
this
blank,
is such
it makes
like
me want to blank real bad.
Yeah.
You look like the Grinch, and it makes me want to puke real bad.
I thought you'd like realize something, Drew, but I guess not.
Nope.
This is one of my. I say this line all the time.
You've never said this near me,
well,
as far as I know.
No, I mean, once you know what it is, it's like in a certain setting, it comes out.
You look like the strawberry I want to eat really bad.
It makes me want to blank real bad. So
it makes me want to eat really bad. No, eat really bad. I'm like, what food is pink?
It makes me want a blank. So like
makes me
not look like a verb, a noun. Oh. If we're playing ad libs, we're looking for a. Oh yeah, so that I guess Brian's is not correct either.
Oh wait,
I didn't
you look like a strawberry.
Can I get the sentence one more time then?
You look here. I'm gonna put it in our chat so you can see it.
You look like the blank. It makes me want a blank really bad.
Oh, want to.
You look like the strawberry.
And it's not necessarily one word in each of those. It could be more than one word. It could be like.
Okay, then I'll change mine to this. You look like the strawberry. It makes me want a shortcake really bad.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I
just think because she's like dressed in pink or something, but
the is throwing me off. You look like the.
That's where you got the Grinch from, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you look like the. It's like the. It's a specific thing. It can't be the strawberry or the cherry. Otherwise.
Yeah, it is specific. Yep.
All right, you look like the. Well then.
We don't want to take too much time on that.
Yeah. I'm guessing she's probably trying to dress as what she imagines like a lawyer would look like, and someone's like, you look like Colonel Sanders or something like that. Like something like you look like the.
You look like Colonel Sanders. It makes me want a chicken leg real bad.
Yeah, no,
it makes me want an 8-piece real bad.
Yeah, but you look like the.
You look like the Pope. It makes me want a prayer real bad.
You look like the. I'm trying to think like what like what, like maybe famous TV lawyer or something like that. Like you look
I
like
think you're way
Way-
beyond the
All right,
how
then.
serious it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Makes me want Ding Dong really bad.
You know what? You are closer with that than you were
with the
with
strawberry.
anything else,
Okay.
which is wild. Yeah, I would go with that one.
You look like Stay. Makes me want a s'mores. That's what I want. Not a Ding Dong. Makes me want a s'mores really bad.
You
Just
don't know
throwing it
how
out.
close you are. That's so funny.
I love it.
One more question that made me think of. There is a kind of a dance move that comes up in this movie that
The Dougie.
it's a made up
Okay.
dance move that became very popular. People still reference it all the time. This movie was turned into a musical at one point on Broadway, and this was like the staple like piece, the song performance with the dance. If you want to guess what that would be called, I can give you a clue here. It's the blank and blank. Think of like dance moves, what you're doing, something with like your body.
Drew and I are definitely the right people.
You're not making up dance moves together.
The bump and glide.
Okay, yeah, you're on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually like, yeah, you're almost there.
No, I can't. I don't know.
All right. Well, that's
there's something in shake. I don't know. All right.
Shake and slide.
Yeah.
Shake and slide. All right. I made you do enough guessing. I kept thinking of more things as we were talking.
Shake and slide sounds like a special at like a fast food restaurant, and it's making me hungry.
I was
like a
thinking,
milkshake and a
bake,
burger.
like, yeah. I am gonna make some chicken nuggies after this. So, cool. So yeah, that's a lot of guesses. I think that kind of gives you, well, maybe not, but the vibe of what the movie might be about. The Stay Puffed and s'mores might not be helping.
Okay.
Any other thoughts or kind of like the plot of what you think goes on before we jump in?
I just remember like one detail is that like she tries to like go after somebody or move with somebody. I don't remember why, but she uproots for somebody else, and that's like one of the key plot points.
Okay.
But I don't know the reasoning or any of that behind it. That's what I'm pretty sure is this movie.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Anything else? Okay. All right. I think that's pretty good. And we can go to law school. Do you think there's actually colleges out there where sororities, fraternities are like this?
Yes.
Because, like my school, we were having parties in like a wet basement with a keg, and like these people lived in like squalor. Like there wasn't like, these fancy things. Well, there's your.
She does have wits.
About fashion.
Just want to let you know, for some reason, my like X-ray on this is stuck on, and I can see all the actors' real names and stuff.
Oh no.
Bruiser's real name is Mooney.
Oh.
I love that. I love that they do the dogs.
Yeah.
They include like animals in that.
A Coppola did that emissions video?
I never caught that.
Looked more like a Scorsese to me.
It was probably Nick Cage, that's why. I never seen a girl before.
I know, right?
What's she got? What's the sparkles?
A big fur coat.
Wow. One of them said, wow, like they saw a big truck in a parking lot. hope no one ends up with Warner at the end of this.
Right?
He's just
a
kind of a
douche.
d-bag, and it's wild that there's two people fighting over him.
I think Vivian's after a little more than his personality.
Yeah, that's true.
He's coming from the era of movies that like needed a little dance break montage
Yeah.
within every movie. It's either this or going to a store and changing into different outfits in the fitting room.
It is every man in this movie is just terrible though.
This is how you become a lawyer.
So gross.
It's a good thing men are only like that in movies and not in real life at all ever.
I'm sure that's never happened ever before.
Not with a perm, you weren't, you dumb bitch.
Alright, so that was Legally Blonde. What do we think? Overall impressions. Did we have fun?
Yes, I had fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. It was really good.
Love that.
Love that for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it what you expected, or was it different, or like, what do you think?
I think it's I think it's just about what I expected. I don't think I would have like we didn't do a ton of guesses, but like I was expecting like a early 2000s movie, and it was kind of good because it had that like we say this a lot about like 80s movies, but it just had that like older movie style of like it's got one plot, it just gets to the end, wraps it up nicely. I would have been okay with the first ending. I thought that would have been like a good like all right, and this is done. Like
Really?
you've gotten all the I think that would have been good.
Yeah.
It's better to see the rest of it. Like it's nice
Sure.
to know all the like how nicely it wraps up, but like I don't know. The big deal is that I just didn't want him to end up with anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And when I was looking into the movie, I guess when they first were making it, it wasn't planned to be such a like empowering women type of movie. Like that's kind of now what it's known
Interesting.
for.
Yeah.
Where like Ella's realizes her worth and
Yeah.
becomes a badass. But the quote it said was from the director. Initially, they thought it was going to be much more of a wet t-shirt and boobs than it actually turned out to be. It said the first script was edgy and raunchy, similar to American Pie. I'm like,
That's what
a
I was.
very
Interesting.
different movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very different vibe. Did they change up like who was writing it, or did that
No.
person just be like, you know what? I'm
Like
actually
this-
thinking I'm going to make a decent movie now.
I think it was the studio wanted like
That's so
raunchy,
Oh.
and then yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that though, because I was gonna say it's comparable to like American Pie, but just not the raunchiness, but of the overall style of like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that was the
vibe of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
do
never
you know
really
what I
thought
mean?
of that, but I don't know. I can't put it into words, but I
That,
know
like-
exactly what you mean.
That 5-year period from like
Yes.
2000 to 2005, those movies all have like a very particular vibe.
Right. You get like
Mhm.
Euro Trip, Road Trip. You
Yes.
got like all these like, and it's funny because that's probably I could see this being in that rated R category and have that feel, like almost like other college movies like this, like
Yeah.
Old School and those kind of just had that feel to it, but it definitely was toned down from what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's probably what they were originally wanting with it being in that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It turned out to be very different. It said that one thing that I thought was interesting was there was no on-screen like kiss or anything between Elle and
Emmett.
Luke. Yeah, Emmett. I couldn't remember his character's name.
Mhm.
But there's you never see them actually being like together or romantic, but it's
Interesting.
still
Oh, yeah.
like
But I bet you do in the sequel.
I can't remember the sequel that much.
Yeah, is he even in it?
honestly. I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a sequel 2 years later, Legally Blonde to Red, White, and Blonde.
Aw.
Yeah, there was in 2009 a direct to DVD spinoff, which I don't remember this at all. Legally Blondes. I don't know that I ever saw that.
Okay.
And then Legally
Upcoming.
Legally Blonde the musical in 2006. 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And then now there's like an Amazon Prime prequel series coming out soon, I think, in like her high school
Yeah, and
years.
Okay.
it's and Reese Witherspoon is actually, and her production company are involved.
Yes. Yep. And then there was supposed to be another movie, a third film, but that I think it got delayed.
I think the third film got killed for the series.
Oh,
I
okay.
think if I heard correctly, like it's on like
Because it was supposed to be
hold or
Mindy
yeah.
Kaling was
Mm.
going to write it, which I think would be really good. But
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, the movie did really well. Their budget was 18 million. What do you
Okay.
think it
Low
grossed
budget, yeah.
worldwide?
Worldwide, 2001. You said
Yeah.
93 million.
211.
Very different answers. Somewhere in the middle, 142.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it did win some awards, nominated for some awards. It won Choice Summer Movie of the Teen Choice Awards. It won some MTV Music Awards.
Okay.
Reese won them all: Best Dress, Best Line, Best Comedic Performance. And then nominated for some Golden Globes, Best Picture, Musical or Comedy.
Musical or comedy,
Which
yeah.
it's such like a, why do they combine those? I don't know.
I don't know.
And then also nominated for Best Actress, Musical or Comedy.
Nice.
Right, yeah.
Nice.
And then a lot of the, you guessed, or you knew Reese Witherspoon was in it. You knew Luke Wilson was in it. You didn't get Selma Blair, but as soon as you saw her, you were like, "Oh, I knew she was in it."
Yeah. As soon as I saw the name, I was like, "Oh, damn."
And then Warner was Matt Davis. I think I said during the movie, I know him from Blue Crush. I loved that movie, like growing up. Never seen it.
Surfer movie. Never seen it.
Surfer movie. Yeah,
With,
it's not good.
Kate
but-
Bosworth, right?
Yeah, it's not good at all.
Is Michelle Rodriguez in it too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't remember who the third girl was, but
I couldn't even tell you. But then we had our Professor Creepo, Professor Callahan, Victor Gaber.
Mm-hmm.
I just know him from Titanic. That's like
yes,
my,
yeah.
I don't know what else he's in.
I don't. He is very familiar. I know I've seen him in like a bunch of stuff. I feel like
TV. And
because he popped up and you're like, oh, I know him.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I did think he was the guy from Downton Abbey for a second.
But
I know him from other stuff too.
Cool.
Then I was very shocked that you didn't know that Jennifer Coolidge was in this movie.
Yeah, it slipped my mind. That and Linda.
It made sense when I saw her. I was like, oh yeah, you belong in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Linda Cardinelli. Was she not? I mean, she was in Freaks and Geeks, obviously, by that. Like, but was there?
I think at that point she
wasn't in as much as she is now.
Freaks and Geeks, and then yeah. When did
Scooby-Doo come out? That was around this time, I think.
Yeah, around this time as well.
And then like Brokeback.
Yep, Brokeback, and then she showed up. Yeah, she's been all over the place. She's great. I always enjoyed her stuff.
And we had Miss Raquel Welch, which it's so funny. When I saw the name, I was like, you know what? I don't know what she's actually in. I know that she's an incredibly famous actress, but I just know her name. That's what I know, and she's been acting forever.
I mean, didn't Andy have a poster of her on his wall when he was trying to dig out of prison?
Was that? Oh, that was her, right?
Mm-hmm. I think Miss Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was her from No, she's not from Barbarella. That was from. Can't remember what the movie poster was that he had of her, but yeah, that's wild. Honestly, together. To have her in this kind of movie, like Raquel Welch doesn't show up, just pop up in anything. So that's
no,
cool.
I know, and just like a random part.
Mm-hmm.
Your guesses. You were right that she wears pink, blonde hair, tiny dog, dog in a bag, spot.
Mhm.
That poor dog is in a bag a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I always wonder when they do that to dogs, it seems like they don't care. It seems like
No.
they're just chilling.
Yeah.
The dog's name though was Bruiser, not Hercules
Yeah.
or Muse. but
Bruiser's
so
good.
cute.
Cutie. Little cutie
You were
bruiser.
right with the law school of Harvard, and actually you said Stanford, and that
Mhm.
was actually what it was in the book. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
give you get both of those.
Look at that, Bray.
Hell yeah.
You also guessed her name, so it seems like you knew a lot about it. You knew that she did a movie,
Mhm.
or not a movie, video
Yep.
to get into it. Now, some of the things I had you answer, I feel bad this one
I want to
that
know.
we took so long on wasn't even in the
Yeah.
goddamn movie, and it's in the second one.
Yes.
But it's
Someone
such,
was watching, listening to that, and being like, "You guys,
they're probably
it's
so
the wrong movie."
well. It's probably the most iconic line from the movies, and so I just assumed that it was in this
Yeah.
one. But now looking at the name of the second one being Red, White, and Blonde, it all started coming to me. So the line is, "You look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad." And Jennifer Coolidge does it. So it's like, imagine that in her
Ah.
voice.
Yeah.
You look like
You look like
yeah,
the
I can't do it.
4th of July.
Exactly.
It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Exactly like that. And I think it's
The
in reference
impressions
to
tonight.
Ella's
bud.
dressed up in a big red, white, and blue costume.
Mm.
That's so funny. When you said "Stay Puffed Man" and s'mores, I'm like, you're kind of
Yeah,
close
I'm on the
on the
fire.
food.
Yeah.
On the food thing. You were right that she is following somebody. She
Yes,
uproots
yeah,
her
yeah.
life to go follow somebody. Thank God it all worked out for her.
Yeah.
And then the dance that she does was the bend and snap. I don't know.
What did we say?
You said, well, first Brian said the Dougie.
The
And then the bump and glide, and then
Yes.
the steak and
Bump and glide.
steak. Okay,
steak?
shake and slide. Couldn't
The
get that.
steak and slide.
don't know. I mean, so you were kind of close with those too.
Oh,
but,
that's funny.
yeah, so pretty spot on.
Nice.
Cool.
Did you have any favorite parts?
What was the scene? I literally was just like, I just got chills. Was that when she was?
I
When
think it's the last scene.
yeah,
like,
when she
the-
makes the
When she makes the
daughter confess.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. When she's like, I thought it was you walking through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Also, I think that's one of my favorites too. That's a good scene.
I like that scene with on the more comedic side when she helps Oz Dorky, whatever his name.
Oh yeah.
You know, because she's like I it's not fair how other people treat people, and then she came
Yeah.
over and gave him
Mhm.
the little show there. That was
Yeah.
good.
That was good.
I love all her little snarky comments to Vivian because
Yeah.
Vivian always thinks she's smarter than her and can just do whatever she wants, but then Elle will come back with something
Yeah.
very snarky and just oh damn, okay.
Her face too.
Yeah.
Selma Blair gives such good face.
Yeah.
Like what? I
Yeah.
can't believe someone said that to me.
When she
That
goes,
good.
normally when I dress like a frigid bitch, I'm
Yeah.
always so
It's so good.
constipated. I'm like,
I
all
love
right.
it.
I also like when Paulette takes her dog back.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good
Dog,
one.
dumbass.
Yes.
Or when she figures out that the guy is gay because he knows the shoes, and he just that quick questioning of and what's your boyfriend's name? Chuck.
Yeah, that's very
Yes.
good.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
That's a good one. It was good. I enjoyed.
Do we take the
Oh yeah, we should reel
the
that
doof?
doof meter out right now. Let's just there we go. That doof meter is finally it's starting to
reappearing.
getting itself back in the right place. For everybody who doesn't know, the doof meter is our patented movie rating system. It's a 1 through 5 rating system where 1 is it's a movie, and 5 is can you make that sound again? I can't believe I've never seen this. I'm such a doof. And that's the 1 through 5. Cool.
Who wants to go first?
I think Drew should go first.
Yeah, I would give this a straight up. Probably for me, seeing it at this time, and I've connected a few dots to things. I'd probably give it a 3.5. Um, I'm edging it towards the 4, but I think a 3.5 is where I'm at with it. Mainly because as enjoyable as it was, um, I was trying to like. No, you know what? I will push it to a 4 only because of a couple of things. Because of things like Kim Kardashian actually, whatever promotion she was doing, replicated that whole scene of the video essay, and the fact that there is enough interest and intrigue from this that it spawned off so many sequels, and that there is something coming up. But for me personally, like I never saw the effect that of like the pop culture rise of this after the first few years, after the first 2 movies. So like it doesn't make as much sense to me in that pop culture range. Like I don't recall as much going forward until like I saw that like the video that Kim Kardashian did. I was just like, oh, this is from Legally Blonde. And, I think it was like a Super Bowl commercial, maybe. I don't remember. But anyway.
But even though like you seeing her do that, you knew it was from Legally Blonde. So that somewhere in the back of your head was...
I think it was like,
or did they tell you
said
it was from Legally
yeah, it was
Blonde?
like this.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. And like this still has relevance today, like that kind of thing. So, it's like I said, a 3.5, a 4. It's like in that area where it was enjoyable. It was really fun. Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
And
I like watching it with you guys.
Realized too, for being 24 years old, oh my gosh, of a movie. Sometimes when we watch movies from that long ago, they could be very problematic in some of the things that they do, or like things that wouldn't fly now. But I didn't really seem like that. There was no super cringy parts.
It was just like that where she was like, he knows what shoes are, so he's gay.
Yeah.
That's like the only part where I was like, oh, what an assumption to make.
Yeah.
Like, but like that's the only thing. Everything else is just like, you're dumb blonde.
And it wasn't
like, no, I'm not.
Even in like a negative way that they were using it. It was just to help them figure out that he was, lying on the stand. It wasn't to be mean or anything.
Yeah. Right. But that was the thing, was the assumption. So it's like, if you know what designer shoes are, then you're gay.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was literally the only thing where I was just like,
yeah.
The rest of it, it's good. And it was and again, the joke that what they did, like that culminated from it, was smart. And it was, funny when they did it, but it was just, that was the only moment, if there was any moment for me, where it's just like, that's the moment where you're like, okay, so this joke just doesn't play well today, but
unfortunately, all the men being creepy,
oh,
still a thing today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, that's no, yeah, that's
something
normal.
that could have changed in a good way, but nope.
Yep, nope.
All right, Brian, what's your score?
All bad. I think it's a 4.5.
Ooh,
wow,
we haven't gone that high in a while.
A long time.
I had a good time watching this, and like to your point, like there's so much that probably could have been more offensive that just wasn't. Like they're like, given the time, like that era of movies were like especially bad. Like the addressing pop like cultural things more than movies prior, and like culturally not great. So I don't know. I thought it was nice and refreshing that it like wasn't a bunch of controversial stuff. It was like empowering. It was like a good movie. Like it had a good like message, and it was like there's a bunch of references in it that I must have picked up in the back of my head from like clips here and there on TV, but I've also like heard a lot of people quote those things. So there's a bunch of times where I was like, oh, that's what that's from. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good film.
And I always forget until I'm watching it, and you kind of get halfway through and they actually get into the murder trial, that you get an actual good kind of like crime story, and you're trying to solve the mystery along with it. So if you've never seen it before, you're like, ooh, did she really do it? And along for the ride too. So it's not just because it is a pretty corny comedy at some points.
Yeah.
Like when they're doing the bend and snap, but you do get that piece that kind of hooks you in that you want to know who
Yeah, for
actually
sure.
did it.
Sweet.
Yeah. I would say I think I'd be with Brian at that I don't need I was gonna go 4, but
But Brian's convinced you.
Convinced me. Yeah. It might be a 4.5. Yeah. I don't know that you would need to see any of the other ones.
Yeah.
But I think just the fact that they made a musical out of it goes to show that and it's like still is around.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
yeah.
All right. Well, let's wheel that thing away.
That was a good one.
That was a very good one. All right. And then to finish off today, we'll continue on with our little game that we've been playing with
Oh boy.
where we name some actors and try to figure out the movie. And I'm going to do this one. So
you're giving this to the person that hasn't seen many movies, and then to me that doesn't remember any actors' names.
Yeah, and I'm going to start with the low ones first, okay?
All right.
First name, Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, I know her. She's
You
in
do.
a lot of things.
She is.
But the lowest one.
Yeah. Brian, you don't necessarily know her. She was from the movie Clueless.
Okay.
I know her from Clueless.
The Babysitter too, I think. That was a thriller. 90s.
Well,
it's okay. I can go to the next one to see if you can connect the dots.
Because I can envision some other movies that she was in, but
Okay.
I have no idea what the names are. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Are you familiar with that
Yeah.
name?
They were in a movie together?
Yes, they were.
That alone should be.
It should.
Oh, I'm going to be mad at myself.
Mm-hmm. Nah, maybe not. Are you ready for the next name?
Yeah.
Or would you like to make a guess?
I got nothing.
Okay. Brian, ready for the next name?
Yeah, go for it.
The next name, Jason Bateman.
Oh.
Oh. God.
He's not in much.
No, he's really not.
I don't know.
Okay, that's okay.
I know, I'm stressed.
We're still at the
For no
lower
reason.
names.
I'm stressed because I actually know all these people for once and I still don't know what the movie is.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one? Christine Taylor.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Christine Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dodgeball?
Yes, she was in Dodgeball. That's not this movie.
Okay, that was my guess.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt's not in that, but
Yeah. I have one more on the lower
these are
spectrum.
the low ones?
Yes.
Okay. Hit me.
Okay. Nick Nolte.
I can't picture his face.
That's okay. I can just jump right to the next person. You definitely know this person's face. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Bill Hader.
I feel like there's people listening that are probably screaming at whatever it is.
It's possible. There's also one more person on the low end of this movie, but their name is such a big name, I'm going to save it for a little later too.
Oh my gosh.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
He's not in many movies either.
I know.
He pops up in small roles in a lot of comedies, especially around that time frame that this movie came out. I'll give you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. Danny McBride.
Now I'm questioning if I've seen this movie because I don't know.
It's very possible you have not.
Oh, that's Danny McBride.
No, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to throw one of the bigger name actors, but they have a very small role, okay?
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey.
Jesus Christ.
They have a very small role in this movie. And then I'm going to start getting into the main cast after that one.
It's not
Okay.
even the main cast.
No.
Is this a comedy?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's actually an Academy Award winning comedy.
Academy Award winning.
Oh, wait. Lies.
Nominated?
Nominated,
Okay.
yes.
I couldn't even have a guess.
Okay, cool. So we're hitting main cast now. Jay Baruchel.
I don't know who that is.
He was not Freaks and Geeks. What was the other one they did? Undeclared. I think he was the lead in that. He's the skinny guy in he was in Almost Famous. He was in he played Hiccup, the voice of Hiccup in How to Train Your Dragon.
I don't know who he is. Do you know who he is, Brian?
No.
You definitely have seen him before, but that's okay. There's several others who are main characters in this. How about this one? Jack Black.
Okay.
I just can't get over it. I'm still stuck on Alicia Silverstone.
That's okay.
But he's
Jack
not
Black.
like the famous or not the
Jack Black is the
lead.
main is one of the main characters.
Nacho Libre.
No, okay. I'm going to throw in now another big name who has a cameo in this movie.
Okay.
Tobey Maguire.
I'm probably at this point have not seen this movie or didn't even know what it is.
Okay.
I feel like it's one of those movies that like what's that movie? Movie 40, whatever.
Oh yeah, movie
where
43.
It's just a bunch of famous people, but like no actual plot.
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
All right. I only have 3 more names. One of them's a small cameo, but it was a huge deal. They were in it. The other one was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for their role in this movie.
Oh my god.
And the other is the lead actor of the film.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the actual highest part, the lead actor of the movie, Ben Stiller.
I said Dodgeball.
Yep, you said Dodgeball. Didn't say something
Jack
about Mary.
Black?
Yeah,
So him and Christine are in a lot of movies together.
they are. Yeah,
Jack Black.
she does not have a big part in the movie.
Okay. Ben Stiller. I've seen a lot of Ben
You
Stiller
have, yeah.
movies too, like a lot, but I just can't picture.
All right, I'll throw you
Okay.
the cameo. The other he's not a cameo. He has a part in the movie, but it's a small part, but big name actor.
Okay.
Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Is it Tropic Thunder?
Yes, it's Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
The last
God.
person nominated for an Academy Award was Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
I did not realize all those other people were in that movie.
I also
Yeah.
skipped Steve Coogan, who's a British actor. I also skipped because I didn't. There were just so many. Did I say Maria Menounos? No, maybe.
That's
Um,
so funny. I was literally listening to a podcast on the way to work this morning, and on it they were talking about how they just rewatched Tropic Thunder and
Yeah.
how it's the best movie that's ever been made. And I was like, "Oh, that's random."
It was a wild movie, right? And like that same year, Robert Downey Jr. would have won this had not Heath Ledger passed away and got his posthumous Oscar for The Dark Knight.
I don't remember Jennifer Love Hewitt in that movie.
She played herself, so it must have been a
Oh.
and so did Alicia Silverstone. So maybe they were in a movie preview, or because Tobey Maguire was in a preview of a movie with Robert Downey Jr. when they were both priests that were in love, and that was the whole thing. Was like,
Okay.
yeah. So yes,
It's been a while since I've seen that movie, but it is so good.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. That one got me riled up. I don't know why I was mad that I just couldn't think of anything because I was like, I know all these people for once.
And Brian, you have never seen it, correct?
I've seen Tropic Thunder.
I thought you said you've never seen a Tom Cruise movie.
I wouldn't classify
Okay,
Tropic Thunder
so you
as a
have
Tom
seen
Cruise
Tom
movie.
Cruise in a movie, but you've never seen a Tom Cruise movie.
Only film I've seen him in.
Okay, well, that's all we got today. That was delightful. Thank you for letting me do that one.
Yeah.
And I think with that, we can just say, hey, y'all, anywhere you look for a podcast, you can find this podcast.
Yeah. That's about it.
That's about it.
That's the whole thing. Bye.
You look like a hot dog.
You look
like the 4th of July.
I want a hot dog.
Real bad.
Oh, real bad.